Okay, this is our Deeo type series. We have invited one of our dear friends, Cassie Huck, founder of Ace of Wands Design Co. We go back a ways. We've crossed paths many times in our sort of careers, and Cassie's an incredible designer, and we talk to her a lot about just design styles and aesthetic and sort of what's out there in the world that she's interested in. This episode, we're going to continue to build on the idea that type is critical to the design and brand identity. We start with type early in the process because so much of what type represents drives so much of the creative conversation, and you're going to see that today. And that's why we invited Cassie. So let's go.
So the typeface that I wanted to talk about that I was really excited about and caught my eye is this typeface called Tartuffo. It's from a foundry called Lift Type. They're based in France. This font, for me, I really gravitated towards it because of the character it has. You'll notice, and I'll go through some of the design elements of it, but it just has, like, when you look at it, it's unusual and it's unexpected. And those things really grab my eye when I'm looking at different typefaces. And I think it would lend itself well to a branding project. It has this classic feeling to it, but unexpected. So I like that duality. And then it has a lot of weight, so it's really versatile. So I pulled together this little mood board. You know, they're from France, the foundry, but maybe I'm just into croissants right now and pastries. But pulled together imagery that I think really fits the style of this font, and these colors I think work well with it as well, but got this classic feel that's, I think when you compare it to just a regular serif font, really stands out. And I think that's one of the things that we always look for, is something that's a little memorable and it doesn't just fade away. Yeah, even these, like the A.
Yeah, I feel like there's little flourishes on the R's and the A's that have like the little.
I like the like angle on a lot of the like slabs in the serif. So if you like go back up to that, the fresh pastries, like you can see how the slab on the F has like a slight angle to it, which is kind of like those like unexpected details that like make it so refreshing, but also familiar at the same time.
It has a lot of different weights. The bold, medium, goes down to thin. And I just had the trial version to put this little mood board together, but in the purchase font, they have a lot of ligatures that are really interesting. And even take it even further, these are screen grabs from their website, and you can see where, you know, the R and A connect is really interesting. ET connection there, and just some of these different options they have within their font are really interesting. I think with how the G's handled and the Y's handled. So
I'm obsessed with that G.
You know, that G is dope, right?
Nice. Yeah, and I think this, like, especially the extra bold, this like really lends itself to a nice like word logo mark with all of those like interesting ligatures to add like the personality that you need in a powerful mark without having to add them yourself.
To get too custom there. Yeah, totally agree. And then even this stylistic set, yeah, just goes to show that some of the variations of the things we just saw. But
you don't even need, like, it's almost like you don't even need imagery with this font. Like, this font is doing so much work with just
color and type,
like coloring, like the different weights and sort of the combination. It just, there's so much personality to it. It just can live on its own almost, and it conveys so much just in itself.
Agree. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, even when I just pulled these together, I was like, I just want to start a bakery.
It really
almost like there's also almost like a like old schooliness to it. Like I don't know. I was watching claymation movies with my daughter the other night, like the old school ones where you can see like the puppet strings on it, you know. This feels so much like that vibe of like early 19th century type stuff, you know, like.
I think that's where I wrote classic too, right? It's like, it's got that classic feeling to it where I think it goes back. It's got some historical elements to it. Really nice Lift type. They have a lot of other really cool typefaces, but this is the one that grabbed my eye recently and I want to play with.
Nice.
Awesome.